Roll this book. Guys, he's opening up. Wait, how old is this barrel?
This one's like 6.5. So these are a couple barrels that I haven't opened ever.
Sheesh.
So they've just been sitting here. So
you don't even know what they taste like.
I know nothing. Yeah, they could be anything. They could be terrible or they could be awesome. So when we build this little pyramid deal to store all the barrels in here, so we have access, the ones on the back side, I kind of forgot about. They were like 2017, 2018 barrels.
Yeah.
And at that time when I got the truck in, that was too young. We're not messing with anything that young. But it's been a couple years, so and they're the few barrels that I have in here that we haven't opened yet. So I got a call today from another whiskey club that wants to do another release. And so now I'm trying a couple barrels to see if we can find a good single barrel that hits their parameters that they want. So I pulled this out, and you asked me if this was a whiskey thief, and I said no. It's
just a piece of wood. People, look.
So what do you know what this wood does?
I have no clue. It looks like something that goes in front of a door, though.
Yeah, no. So I use it basically as a dipstick. So it's white oak, and so here. So I just opened that barrel. I'll get you 2 glasses here, so you can kind of see why I didn't. Why I haven't tried this one before. So I just opened it up today, actually about 5 minutes ago. So I'm putting the dipstick in, and then I'm just pulling it out. So now I know approximate yield. So yeah, we're about 70% yield. So that's kind of what I was expecting for the 6.5 year. It was about 70%. So now we'll take a sample, and then so I'll log today's date. I'll log 70% yield, and I'll take a proof. I'll get a proof on it, and then potentially write, whether it's single barrel quality or not. And then that's all the information that I'll put on this. And then if it is ready to go, like if it's single barrel quality, then I'll mark it with another little piece of tape to know that it's in the sweet spot, and we'll sell it.
Man,
all these barrels following me.
Man, because this is whiskey heaven, man. This is whiskey heaven. We get to get a first look. It's like being a first take on whiskey, man. We might have to do that. Sit down and do a whole first take, literally, on whiskey and how to, deal with it, drink it.
So this one's kind of unique. It's not a common mash bill. So it's 99% corn bourbon. So a lot of people, when they think of 99% corn, they think of like a light whiskey that's put in a used barrel. So if it was in a used barrel, then it wouldn't be bourbon.
Yeah, it'd be whiskey.
It'd be whiskey, yeah. Or if it was a higher entry proof, it might be light whiskey. But this went into the barrel at 120 proof, checks all the boxes for bourbon. Yeah. It's in a new barrel, so that's why it's.
And that thing right there is glowing. It's like if I'm gonna find a VFX guy, and I actually know how to do this stuff. But
yeah, it's like it's almost emitting some kind of light out of the whiskey.
That barrel's never been opened, man, and that glass is like, God, it almost looks like honey.
Yeah.
You've literally changed everything in that glass.
Yeah, so
you're proofing it right now.
Remember when we were checking and like the temperature difference? So this has been sitting on the ground level for a long time. So, but it's still 118.8.
Ooh, that's some good whiskey, people. That's some proof right there, right? And that's what you like to see, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm less concerned about the proof. I'm more concerned about the taste.
Yeah.
And then it might be too hot. Might be, might need to sit for a little bit. Man, it's got a good, the nose is good.
You didn't even, and this is 99% corn.
It's 99 corn, so it's not something that you go to the store and find, and it's not something that people ask for.
Yeah.
So it's.
Well, most people don't know what they want anyway. That's the beauty about it. So you give it to them.
Yeah, most people say that. Yeah, they want like a low rye or a high rye bourbon is like the thing most people say.
Standard.
But
Yeah, people, this does smell ridiculously good. I'll
Yeah,
put a little in here for the cameraman. But it's got something in there.
Golly, that's good.
Hey, he even looking for a cup. Oh, I get you speak, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Now, one of the things I learned the other day was that, the first time, this is my first sip of whiskey today. So he's like, you're not going to get those, it's not going to like hit you right away. You'll be like, oh, I don't know if that's good. But as you continue to let it.
Yeah, it will shock your palate in the beginning.
Yeah.
So whatever you try the first time, I usually try to do like a warm-up pour.
Yeah. Something that you're familiar
kinda,
with?
Yeah, kind of prime your palate a little bit. And then whatever you try afterwards, you'll be a little more ready for it. So, because this one's kind of probably stinging you a little bit and feels a little hotter than what it is. So give it a couple minutes and we'll let it open up and revisit it. But
and again, we went through a cup series where you could see, hey, what are the cups and what do they do and what does that mean?
yeah, they're called glasses.
There you go, glasses.
Whiskey glasses,
You know what?
not solo cups.
I was at his buddy's house and we were drinking whiskey and I get the clear cups like a red cup. He says,
Yeah, he got a red solo cup
He's like-
to pour his whiskey. I'm like, dude.
he said, he's
Hey,
like,
some of the
we got whiskey cups there. You know that, right?
Hey, some of the whiskey like if you would use like a coffee cup,
Yeah.
those are lined with wax, so the whiskey will eat the wax, and then now you're drinking the wax. Like so it's not, and some of the stuff will eat through the plastic.
So don't drink it in a coffee cup, and definitely don't drink it.
Definitely don't drink my whiskey out of a solo cup if you've got proper glassware.
And we do. I bought. I got a little barrel next to my bed now.
The nose on that is really nice.
So that the nose is what turns
It's
you
sweet. It's like candied, like.
And
that's because it's 99% corn. So usually the more corn, you're going to expect more sweetness from it.
Yeah.
There's no rye in this.
No, super palatable. And I don't think I could see from a blend standpoint what one might consider adding. Because even with something like this is where he's got a barrel here that tastes like oranges. I'm thinking, man, what would that orange taste like in here?
We had a guy yesterday, did a little tour over here, and he was asking about like the uniqueness of stuff. So I told him, hey, we actually got a rye barrel that tastes like noses like orange zest and tastes like oranges. He's like, bullshit. And we open it up and he's like, this is like the best thing I've ever had.
He goes, holy shit. Now it's from bull to holy.
Yep.
All in a drink.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, and he's like, what do I got to do to take a bottle of this home? I'm like, hey man, we'll make a bottle for you right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because I said, hey, this will be the only bottle that tastes like this because we're not bottling it right now. So you got 101
Literally.
Of this age and this profile. So it's going to keep going up in proof and it's going to keep evolving and changing. The orange might go away. I hope it doesn't because that makes it super unique.
Yeah. And again, people, one of the things we want to keep highlighting here at the Whiskey Blendery as we build out this platform and we continue to educate you and walk you through what we're experiencing, what we're learning, what he knows, is that this is all one-on-one situations here. This is like, oh, that barrel, once it's done, it's done. So if you come up here, let's pause real quick. We got to take a phone call.